Hey all, I don't know when it's here yet, but it'll be on a replay probably. And yeah, hi all. Doing another water change today because I've had trouble with UV lights dying on me. It's like they're trying to kill me. So, put a different brand in. It seems to be holding. Now I'm draining the system again because it's probably running all day without UV. I'm gonna put clean water in before I go to bed because I ain't doing that twice. I ain't waking up like that tomorrow. And yeah, and then a good bulb's gonna run all night, and everything should be good tomorrow. And then I'm probably gonna change it again in the morning because it may have been running with a crap bulb for a while, like a few weeks, a while, and now the system's crashing because it wasn't running UV properly. Um, like what I did was I ordered a bunch of defective bulbs. There's one downstairs running solid though. So they're not all bad, but I just had two. I just had one fail me in less than half a day, and then I had the other one that may have failed the same way. Like, because the one today that failed, it was flickering, so it kind of looks like it was on through the little indicator light, but it's actually not working. There's no full intensity. It was a dull flicker, and because I was scrutinizing them after what happened this morning, I noticed that. So it went in, it started up strong, and then within a few hours, it died down to this flicker. If that happened to the last bulb, I could have been running without UV for a couple weeks, which is horrible, the poor fish. But the tank was still holding up until this morning, I guess. So I really don't know. But a little worried about those replacement bulbs I ordered, the 13-watt version. At the very least, it's a high defect rate. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know what to think, but I take the water right down. I'll fill it right back up. We're gonna prime it. Uh, I don't even like the odor right now. It looks clean, but I don't like the odor. There's just signs that I need to do this again, so I'm doing it again. Then I'll plug everything back in, and it'll probably be okay after this one because it'll be like way over 100% changed out throughout the day. But it sat there and festered for a few hours with no UV. So, do it again. I'm trying it with the upright format this time. Normally I do it, horizontal instead of vertical. But we're going to do it with the verticals for this quick little water change. Hello, Charlie. How you doing? We're just doing a rapid water change because I was having some trouble today. My other videos from today will give you more detail on the troubles. Nothing major. It was almost major, but everything's under control. I'm just getting the tank finessed back into shape here. We normally don't have problems, but we had an equipment failure, so now we have to compensate. Pardon me, I got a cold, so I'm over here off to the side blowing my nose. Hi, Scott. What happened? Well, this morning I woke up, I had fish laying on the ground in the corner here, and the rest of them were down low and listing and black, and the water quality was gone and didn't make sense. Then I realized the UV wasn't working properly, so I switched the bulb, did water change and everything. But I bought a new batch of bulbs a few weeks back, and they seem to be all defective and failing almost immediately after you put them in. So what I think happened was I've been running with no UV for the last couple weeks, and maybe even 3, and it's just caught up to me. So now I've got a different brand of bulb in there. That should be, and it's working fine. So I'm changing the water again before I go to bed, because the tank got fouled, and I almost lost fish. Nobody died, but if I had slept in this morning, I would have had major losses. They were already dying when I woke up. So I'm on top of it, thank God. That's how easy it is to lose your fish. It's hard to tell when the UV's not working properly. And the way it wasn't working was the light was flickering. And it wasn't like staying on and then going boom, full intensity light. The light was flickering. So when you looked at the little indicator, it looked like I'm hearing the water. I strangely heard water dripping there for a second. I don't know why. It does weird. But yeah, so I think it's just dripping down the pipe. That's what it is. That distracted me. My apologies. But yeah, I'm just going to water change out this problem, and everything will be fine. I'll do one again in the morning. I pre-treat the water in the barrels over here. So once I get those refilled and treated by morning, they'll be ready. And I'll do it again. And after that, we should have all the junk cycled out, and the good bulb will take care of the rest. That's the hope. And if not, then I'll add another system. How's it going, JT? Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, those 13-watt bulbs, don't trust them. I think you might have bought some too. I had another one. I just put one in this morning, and it's already screwing up. I don't even think it flickers. So you think it's still working when you look at the indicator, but it's not working. And it might have been like that for a while, so that's why my tank crashed. So I went back to the old 9 watts, different brand, right? And it turns on solid, no problem. It almost looked like the ballast was burnt out, like you said, but it's not. I think maybe the bulbs being 13 watt might not be a good idea, or they're defective. Because one's running downstairs, the 13 watt in the Oscar tank's running fine. But this one died soon after it went in, and the first one might have done the same thing. And I didn't realize it. And I'm really starting to think that's what happened. So if you're using these bulbs, take them out, turn them on, and see if they're staying on solid or if they're flickering. If they're flickering, they look like they're working, but they're not. And you'll get screwed like I just did. I'm gonna get the water out of this hose. Be right back. Don't fall. Not in the budget, but I gotta get another one of those units pretty soon. But, not gonna worry about it immediately. I'm just gonna get shit working first. Shouldn't have moved one downstairs, but now that I moved it downstairs, I don't want to bring it back up here. I don't want to mix equipment. So I'm going to buy a new one. I don't want to mix a filter, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll start filling. And we'll hit it with more prime. That'll help keep things detoxified until I change it again in the morning. Those barrels have already been primed, but it's good to use extra in times like these. As long as you do not exceed 5 times the recommended dose, you will not hurt your fish. So when you're having trouble, use at least twice the recommended dose, if not 3 times. That seems to be the winning strategy when I have a problem. Use extra prime. I just thought the 6 9-watt bulbs. Yeah, I don't have any 13-watt units. These bulbs are advertised on Amazon as 13-watt bulbs, but will work fine in the JP01s. So I tried them. And then I did have the 13-watt unit, so I didn't mind buying them, right? But then my 13-watt unit just died. It didn't last very long. It lasted long enough for me not to get a refund. So that's kind of why I moved the unit downstairs. You know, I started staring at my bulb tonight. My rummy nose, they weren't red. They looked like shit. And I'm like, nah, they should be okay right now. And sure enough, I took that thing apart and it was flashing. I bet you I've been like this for a while and I didn't even know it. That's how easy it is to fuck up. Pardon my language. Keep forgetting about the whole, you gotta be nice on YouTube. I'll get there. I'll stop sounding like a drunk sailor, I promise. Craziness. Everybody's color looks good. Certainly hope the temperatures are close. The heater's turned off, so it should be around 30, 34 or 84 degrees in the barrels. Can't turn on the tank heaters yet. I need about another 6 inches of water. Maybe 4 inches. Only bad part about this water change is the water has not had a lot of time to rest. I normally like it to rest for a day or two at least. And this water's only rested for half a day. That's better than nothing. And then tomorrow morning it'll be the same problem, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And that's why you use extra primes. There's just a hint of swamp smell there before we started. Shouldn't have been there. That was another indicator. The rummy nose, the swamp smell. Then I pulled the light out and I said, okay. And my problem is I got free-floating bacteria in my water column and it's multiplying rapidly because that's what free-floating bacteria does. It multiplies very quickly. Unlike beneficial bacteria that multiplies on a 3-day cycle. So the free-floating bacteria will outcompete, starve out the beneficial bacteria, and then the free-floating bacteria for a period of time becomes part of your cycle. So you don't notice the problem. And then you crash. And here we are. So I've got to actually probably play water change tag for the next 3 days to regenerate my beneficial bacteria that was likely starved out. I'm going to assume that it was starved out. That's probably what's happened. So this is how you fix that. It's going to cost me a little bit of prime, but that's okay. I got a whole new jug coming tomorrow. By the way, prime's on sale, 60% off on Amazon right now. Now is the time to buy it. If you buy it from Amazon. I buy it from Amazon because it's full price here in town, and I'm getting 4 liters off of Amazon for less than I would pay for 2 liters at a shop here. So. And although the shipping's really high, I've got Prime, so the shipping's free. And I just got 4 liters of Prime for 87 Canadian dollars, and it'll last me 6 months. And I change a lot of water. I was going to try a different brand, but then I realized, it's not as concentrated, so there was no savings in trying a different brand, so screw it, just buy the Prime. It looked cheaper for a minute, but it wasn't. You gotta read the fine print sometimes. That's it. This first barrel's gotta be running low. Still plugged into that heater. That's what I'm talking to. We can turn these heaters on and see what our temperature looks like. 84 degrees in the nose. We're within comfort range. Tank runs between 85 and 86. It's come up to 84.2. And we're getting to that point where I gotta switch barrels. So we're gonna do that now. There we go. So the battery backup for the heaters is just reinitiated. I don't turn the pumps off, so it's the battery backups for the pump still running under there, no issues. That one just stays on forever. It gives us at least 2 hours of filtration pump. I don't know how long the heaters will last because it doesn't have a computer thing that tells you. But I'm going to assume the heaters will eat that thing up in about 30 minutes of use. But the water holds heat for a while, so that 30 minutes will basically. I probably got about 2 hours for the power company to get the power back on before I have to start. Before I'm screwed. I have a generator in the basement though. Just got to repair it, and I haven't. I need to hurry up and do that. And then I'll never have a problem. I just have to go get some gas and drag it outside, plug everything in, and start it up. Run some extension cord. Kick that UV back in right now because it's submerged and it may as well be on. And the light is on and it's solid. It's pretty good. Pretty bright. This barrel might be a bit colder. We just dropped 30, 83.8. That's fine. The heaters take care of this setup real quick. Well, Odyssey Clear 9 watt unit is adjustable flow control on it. Looks similar to that 13 watt unit. Quit working on you. It's $35 on eBay. It's probably the same one. They all got 1,000 names. Yeah, I could have just got unlucky with mine. I don't know. The one they sent me, like it came with a burnt bulb in it, and the cord wasn't quite wrapped up very nice. I think they sent me a return one. Amazon seems to be sending me a lot of that dud crap lately, and I don't know what to think about it. I kind of have to use Amazon. I don't like eBay because you always get screwed over on shipping, but I'm getting screwed over with return products. They got me on some light bars. I mean, I complain up the wazoo when it happens though, so. And half the time they'll do something about it. But yeah. It's unfortunate that other one died on me, but what do you do? This thing's starting to buzz loud because it gives air to the barrels and the barrels are getting empty. Turn it down. There we go. Another successful water change so far. You don't even know if the water changes are successful until it's been an hour or so, an hour or two. But I'm not too worried. Should be fine. Got a pretty good system. I just got to get this fouled water out of my life here. Get back to normal with the crystal clear stuff that doesn't smell. Creeps up on you. I still don't see happy rummy nose yet though. pale, like they almost don't even have red on them. That's what I mean. Shouldn't be like that. I'm about to kick in the sump in a sec. We need another inch of water in there. And we'll get all the circulation going and call it a night. Till tomorrow morning. But yeah, I think this is the first time I've done the upright live stream, so it's been interesting. We've got 7 thumbs ups. Not bad for a short little. I popped out of nowhere. It wasn't scheduled. And we're about to pull it. Let me have a look here. We'll overflow just a bit because I need some salt water. Starting to overflow right now. I'll have to let it run too long. The sucker really pumps it out. That should be enough. You gotta play. Stop the back siphon. Give it a safe spot. Yeah. There. There goes the salt. Salt's active. Filter's active. There we go. The sump will be nice and warm. It'll fix that slight variation in temperature in about 10 minutes. 15 maybe. And the fishies will be comfortable in no time. So, let's have a look at them all scared from their water change and their rough day. All we're getting is a foam reflection. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Ciao for now. There it is.